What's up? I'm Brian Tong, and welcome to the Apple Byte for all the good and bad inside the world of Apple. Now, CNET has shut down its offices, but we still wanted to give you guys something instead of nothing, so we've decided to put together an episode with some of the best tips and tricks from our show all in one place. Now, it's the season for gift giving, but we also know that sharing is caring. Check out how to share purchased apps with your friends. Everyone with an iPhone or iPod Touch can't get enough apps, but is there a way to share them with others? Well, if there wasn't, I wouldn't be here right now. I'm Brian Tong with CNET.com, and I'll show you how to share your purchased apps on multiple devices. Now, first thing you have to do is buy an app from the iTunes Store. No surprise there. And then you'll see I have a whole bunch of apps and games here on my computer. But what if a friend or family member sees a game like Rolando and says,
"Man, I wish I had that app."
Just like a music track, you can drag and drop the app from iTunes and copy it onto your desktop. It will be a file with the extension IPA. Now send that specific app to the person who wants to use it on their iPhone or iPod. If it's small enough, you can email it or put it on a flash drive and copy it onto their computer's desktop. Now when they have the file, they can either drag it into iTunes and it will copy the app, or double-clicking the file should do the same thing. It should now show up as one of their apps in the iTunes collection. Next up, go to the menu bar in iTunes to Store and select Authorized Computer. The person who gave you the app will need to enter in their iTunes username and password, and this will give your computer the ability to use media that they bought from the iTunes Store. It can be music, TV shows, and yes, even iPhone applications. The trick here is just like music, you're limited to only authorizing 5 computers total, so that's pretty much yourself and 4 other important people in your life that can use the app. Once their computer is authorized, sync up their iPhone or iPod Touch to iTunes, and the new app or game will show up on their device. And if it's a game, you can bet they'll be playing it.
Dude, this is pretty cool, man.
I told you this is a cool app.
I like it.
Hey, do you want to go catch a flick or something?
Oh, man, I'm really busy, man. But, thanks for the app, though.
What? I'm Brian Tong for CNET.com, and that's how you share purchased apps and games on iTunes. Use it wisely. That's really sweet. I'd like to be friends with that guy. Now, our next tip might prevent you from getting into some trouble. You might find yourself in a situation where an embarrassing or compromising text message shows up when you don't want it to. We're going to show you how to hide your text messages on an iPhone or Android phone if you want to keep those messages private. On an iPhone, go to your settings, then messages, and you'll see an option for show preview. Turn that off, and from then on, you won't see previews of your text messages. It will still show the name of the person who sent it, so if you want to be as secretive as James Bond, you can change that person's name, and no one will know who it came from. Now, on an Android phone, when you receive a message, it shows up in your notification status bar, but if you don't like that, open up the messaging app, go to your settings, and under notification settings, remove the checkmark to display the messages. You won't be notified when you get a message, but no one else will either. A lot of Android users also have apps that display a pop-up window whenever they receive a text message, so you can go into the settings of an app like SMS pop-up or hand sent and turn it off when you don't want your messages to be seen. Sure, this sounds a little shady, and some people might use this if they're up to no good, but this also helps keep the messages you want private to stay private. I'm Brian Tong with CNET.com with your text message how-to. Use it wisely. That's the method that I use to juggle the constant flow of women coming at me. Whew. Now, since we're on the topic of phones, there's one thing we all love, and it's free ringtones. Brian Tong here with CNET.com, and with the release of iTunes 10, Apple has removed the ability for you to make custom ringtones for 99 cents from your purchased music. But there's no need to stress because you can still make ringtones for free using just iTunes 10 for the Mac and PC. Now, first thing, this will not work with older music purchased from the iTunes Store with DRM on them, but it will work with MP3s, AIFF files, and non-protected AAC files like music purchased from the iTunes Store today. Now, if you're not sure what type of music files you have, right-click on this bar and select Kind, and a column will appear to show you. So let's find a song like this one that I want to turn into a ringtone. Right-click on the song and select Get Info. A window will appear with track information, and you'll want to select the Options tab and look for the Start Time and Stop Time settings. Click on the boxes next to those settings for now. I already know where I want my ringtone to start, and for this song, I'll start it at the beginning and go until the 30-second mark. there's a 40 seconds max duration for iTunes ringtones. Now once you've set the time, press OK, then go to Advanced on the main menu bar and select Create AAC Version. iTunes will create the shorter version of your song below the original track, and you'll want to drag and drop that version onto your desktop to make a copy. Now there's a little housekeeping we need to take care of. If the option to create AAC version is not available, go into your preferences and in the General tab, find the section that says when you insert a CD, click on the Import Settings button and then select Import using AAC encoder, and the option should appear now. You'll also want to go back to the original music file in iTunes and uncheck the start and stop time so that it plays normally from now on. Back to our music file on the desktop, we're going to change the extension name on the file from M4A to M4R. You'll be asked to confirm the changes and we'll use M4R. For Windows users, you'll need to go to your control panel, then choose Appearance and Personalization, select the folder options, and in the View tab, make sure you have unchecked the box to hide extensions for known file types. That will allow you to see and change the file type as well. Okay guys, we're almost there, but before you bring your ringtone back into iTunes, you have to delete the 30-second version that we initially created, and if you don't do this, iTunes will not accept the ringtone, so this is an important and crucial step. Now drag and drop the renamed M4R file into the source column of iTunes, and the word library should highlight. It will copy the file into iTunes, and voila, you have a new ringtone. Plug your phone into your computer, make sure you set it up to sync ringtones in the appropriate section, sync your phone, and you'll be doing the Dougie in no time. I'm Brian Tong with your how-to for creating ringtones with iTunes 10. Use it wisely.
Baby, let's go. What? Can you teach me how to Dougie? You know why?
Oh yeah, that's right. I picked up a few more moves after that shoot. Hey! Now, I'll stop that, but we also know everyone who watches the Apple Byte doesn't necessarily have an iPhone, but you can still sync your media from iTunes to an Android or Palm Pre. Check it out. Palm Pre owners had the luxury of syncing their phones to their iTunes collection until Apple recently released an update to block them from doing that. I'm Brian Tong with CNET.com, and I'll show you how to sync your Pre and other devices to gain access to your iTunes content. So first up, let's check out an application called Double Twist. It's free, and it works for both PC and Mac. You want to go to their website at doubletwist.com to download the software. Create an account with them. It's really simple, but once you've done that, you'll have the ability to connect a variety of devices like the Palm Pre, other popular cell phones, MP3 players, and even the Sony PSP, and then move your media onto them. So what we'll do is let's launch the app, and you'll see it shows off your music, movies, and photo collection stored in iTunes and also on your computer. Then we'll connect our Pre. It will show up in the device column, and from there, all you have to do is just drag and drop the content you want from your computer onto the Pre. It also supports video and podcast files and does all the file format conversion for you when you drag it over. So once you're done, eject your device, and now you'll have access to the songs and media from your iTunes collection. I'm Brian Tong from CNET.com, and that's how you sync third-party devices to your iTunes collection for free. Use it wisely. And for our last tip, it might be sacrilegious for some of you, but how about some love for Windows 7 on a Mac? Windows 7 is on everyone's minds, and not only can you install it on your PC, but you can put it on your Mac with Boot Camp. I'm Brian Tong with CNET.com, and we've done similar videos like this before, but we'll show you how it's done with Windows 7. Now, first thing you'll obviously need is a Mac sporting an Intel Core 2 Duo and legal copies of both Windows 7 and Leopard or Snow Leopard. Windows 7 is not supported in Boot Camp at the moment, but it does work. Now, Apple will be offering official support sometime next year, but if you have a Mac that's from 2006 or earlier, you'll probably have problems installing Windows 7. First up, on your Mac, let's go to the Applications folder, then Utilities, and open the Boot Camp Assistant. This is the tool that will allow you to create a Windows partition on your hard drive so you can dual boot. Select the partition size you want or use the options offered, and Boot Camp will do the rest. You'll then be asked to pop in your Windows 7 disk and start the installation. Go through the prompts and choose the installation type that you want, then make sure you pick the Boot Camp partition for where you want to install Windows. I ran into an issue where it wouldn't let me advance until I formatted the Boot Camp partition, so make sure to click on the drive options. You'll see Advanced in parentheses and select Format. Hit Next, and Windows 7 will start the installation. Now, after your computer restarts and boots up, you'll need to select a few more options to finish the process, but you'll still need to install the drivers for the Mac hardware. We're here on the Windows 7 desktop. Go to the Start menu, then Computer, and eject the Windows 7 disk. Now pop in your Mac OS X disk, and the automatic prompt should let you launch the Boot Camp installer to add all the hardware drivers you need. You are now ready to use Windows 7 on your Mac, and here's a couple tips. The Apple Command key is now the Windows key, and if you want to right-click, make sure you have 2 fingers on the trackpad and then click the mouse button for additional options. Whenever you guys want to switch between booting into your Windows 7 or Mac OS X partition, just hold the Option key right after you hear the startup chime sound, and you'll be able to choose. I'm Brian Tong from CNET.com with your how-to for installing Windows 7 on your Mac. Use it wisely. All right, thanks for hanging with us. We'll be back after the break. Send your emails to the Apple Byte at CNET.com, and we'll catch you next time for another bite of the apple.